Hi everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I thought we'd quickly make a lip ice holder. I've just seen it now and I think it's adorable, so I made one quickly, and very easy to make. Takes 5-10 minutes, so let's show you how. Okay, starting, you will make a circle like we did in the last video. Either a magic ring, which I'm going to do now, or you're going to chain the 4 and then go back into the first stitch. But here's the magic circle method. Okay, you're going to chain 3, which is going to be the first one of your first stitch of your granny cluster. 1, 2, 3 makes one granny cluster. You're going to chain 1 to divide them, so chain 1, start your next granny cluster, which consists of 3 double crochets. That's the definition really of a granny cluster. 3 double crochets in 1, 1, 2 and 3. Look at this lovely color change, and then you chain just before you start the next one, just to divide them. We're going to be doing 4 granny clusters at the base of this little lip ice holder. 1, 2 and 3. Oh, going out of the screen here, sorry guys. And then there we go. 1, 2, 3 and 2 more. Sorry, still getting used to trying to work with this camera. It doesn't feel too natural just yet. Okay, there we go. So now we've got 4 granny clusters separated by a chain, and then as we did in the last one, you're going to count 1, 2, 3, go to the top of the top chain of your first granny stitch, and you're going to do a slip stitch there. Okay, now what I do, because now we are sort of at the top of the first, we need to get to the next gap, which is there. So what I do is you just do a slip stitch at the top of the second one, and a slip stitch at the top of the next one, and then you should, and the next one you'll be in the gap, you'll be in the chain 1 space, ready to do your next round. You can pull on the center string just to make it nice and closed. Okay, now you've got your 4 granny clusters, and that's all you need for this little lip ice holder. If you're a granny square, you'd start enlarging, but in this case you don't need to. All you're going to do is continue to do 4 granny clusters up. And because it's not increasing, it will narrow and make a tube, and that's exactly what you want. So here we go, 1, 2, 3. You're going to be making 4 granny clusters, 1 in each of the chain 1 spaces. Chain 1, find the next gap. Sometimes you have to pull it apart a bit just to see what's happening. 1, 2. Hope this is clear. Sorry, I'm not actually looking through the camera right now. I hope you can see what I'm seeing. 3rd granny cluster, which comes from the 3 double crochets, and then let's chain in between. Last one, let's see where the last gap is. There it is, and your last granny cluster. which is your 3 double crochets. Okay, second row done. Now you're going to once again join at the top of the top stitch on the first stitch, do a slip stitch there. See, it's starting to look like a bit of a tube. Tighten the middle, and you carry on exactly like that. Move over with a slip stitch. Three slip stitches will get you to the next spot that you need to be, and you carry on doing another granny cluster. 3 double crochets making a granny cluster, and here you'll carry on. At some stage you might even want to drop doing the chain in between, just to make it slightly smaller. I'm going to do that now, so I'm not going to do a chain in between all of them. I'm just going to do a granny cluster in each gap that we have there. And let's see, carry on, and we'll see where we get to in a second. Okay, coming to the end of my 6th row of granny clusters. This is my very last granny cluster I'm doing here. 1, 2, and 3 double crochets. I'm not doing chains in between, so I'll go straight to the top of that stitch and do a slip stitch. Okay, and there's your lip holder done. Then to get it to hold on to or to attach to a bag, just do some chains. I'm thinking, let's see how we go. How many we're going to need? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Let's have a look. Perhaps a couple more. Oh, I don't know what happened in the middle there. 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Extra 5. Okay, that looks like it should be long enough. Okay, then what you're going to do is you're going to do a slip stitch, go back into the stitch that you started from. So back into there where you started your chains, and do a slip stitch just to attach it nice and firmly. Slip stitch and slip stitch. Oopsie daisy, that didn't work very nicely. Let me try that again. Go into the stitch and slip stitch back into where that came out of, or thereabouts, somewhere close by. Slip stitch and slip stitch. Then you can pull it, chain up, cut your thread. Remember, your thread needs to go through the hole to tie it and make it nice and firm. Then you're going to sew in your thread. I haven't showed you yet how to do that. Very easy. What you do is you find yourself a darning needle and thread it with your thread that needs to be thread in. Try and work inside so it's not too easy to see. Just sort of go in a couple of stitches, so like 1 or 2 like that. Go through, pull. Oopsie, this is quite long. Pull, and then reverse it. Go back into a couple. Skip the last one and go back into a couple of stitches just to attach your thread nice and firmly. You can carry on doing that if you like, but I think that'll actually be perfect. Just once or twice, back and forth. Cut your thread, and there you have your little lip holder, which you can put your lip in. did have one just recently. Anyway, plonk your lip ice in. You can put your little chain through the front here. To close it up, and then you got it attached to wherever you need it, your handbag, your whatever. Cool. And that took maybe 5-10 minutes. Hope you managed to make one. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope it's useful. Thank you. Bye.